Hey, what's up everyone? Beast Demon here. Today's video is a response to a video called The Biggest Backstab Part 1 and 2. Created by the Ascended One, King Henry. So, I didn't want to have to make a response video to this fake ass drama. But we've received messages asking us our side of the story, and it's understandable. And as you know, there are two sides to every story. It is important to get all the facts before jumping to conclusions. Everyone can massage a story to fit their needs, so you need to focus on proof, and proof is exactly what I am going to give you. So let's start with story time. The background to how all of this began. So we were friends with King Henry and his tribe. King Henry had never played anywhere but on scorched earth. We invited King Henry to the island to set up a temporary base for breeding, because he no longer had his glitch meat and all the glitch. He had all the glitch stuff, and now that it was all gone, it's a lot harder to do breeding on scorched earth. So we allowed him to build on our land by becoming allies. Being allies means that we didn't have to remove our pillars. So things went south when we scheduled a boss fight. I spent a few days collecting all the, most of the tributes, and I was bringing about 95% of them, basically of what was needed to do the boss fight. Keep in mind, this was scheduled. But we found out that King Henry had changed the time to better suit his needs. And he told everybody else that he was bringing with him basically to come in at his time. And we were on a time constraint since, unlike Henry, we have a life outside of Ark. Since the time no longer worked for us, we offered to do the boss fight the next day. All of his tribe started arguing that Henry picked a time, and that was the time we were going to go. So when I told Henry that we needed to leave, he actually asked for me to give him the tribute so they could go. Basically, screw you and Vixen, even though I was the one that did the majority of the work. Without my tributes, they couldn't go. So I left the chat since there were about 10 people talking and no one could hear anything. I sent Henry an invite so we could sort this out. And he had made me feel bad because that's what he does. It's always a sob story with him. And so I was going to give him the tributes as long as he helped me the next day, to basically get them. So he refused to join my party. He was right in front of me at a drop, and he blew me off. Pissed off that I didn't conform to what he wanted, because in his mind, the world revolves around him. I sent him a few more invites, but he continued to ignore me. I figured that I would just give him, some time to chill. So the next day, I sent him a few more invites, and he continued his childish behavior. So we decided to take off the alliance because we knew that would get him to talk to us. So we finally got in a party, and I began to tell him, like, you don't act like that. Be a man, freaking. Let's take care of this business, like men should. But instead of acting like a man, I mean, he's 30 years old. But instead of acting like it, he sits there and says, "Oh, I'm a piece of shit, alright, so, I'm worthless. Now take off the pillars so I can build." No, bro. No. You were my guest. And honestly, I was not going to deal with somebody that acts that way. I mean, I have teenagers, and they don't even act that way. Grow up, dude. Grow up. So, as I mentioned before, we are going to show you proof. So somebody got a hold of me on my app and told me to get on right away because I was being kited by Triforce. That is King Henry's tribe. And look what I see. I see a Titan trying to get into my base. And these guys, they got caught red-handed. So at this point, I mean, yeah, somebody had told me that it was Triforce, but I wasn't 100% sure. But I guess now I do know 100% sure that it was them because of this.
Not have to be like this. You blew everything so out of proportion. And I'll tell you right now, you definitely bit off more than you can chew. All that smack talk, it's called karma and it's coming to collect.
So as you can see, they realized that I was on, so it was time to go and kill the Titan. But hey, I mean, he is the victim according to him. But you see, my gates are purple. Theirs, they look like a clown painted theirs. Bunch of different colors. So if you see purple gates, guys, those are my gates. Those are Lucky by Nature's base. Okay, so whenever they make you believe that, we're getting hit, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of you that saw the video actually thought it was going into their base. No, that's our base. So at this point, things are starting to escalate, and one of his friends wanted to make things better between us, and according to him, he wanted to be the Geneva Convention and wanted to basically put us in a party so we could talk it out and all this other nonsense. Little did I know that the same guy that was talking to me was actually in cahoots with Henry to attack once again. But I believe that they just wanted to make sure that I was no longer on. And as you can see, I'm not on. And so I was just going back and forth with him. So once they find out that I'm no longer on, that's when they get to work. And, they had a bunch of people there already, I believe. And, they started bringing Titan boas up to all my wyverns. And they started killing them. Because, that's how they work. But now, guys, I want you to realize we are not on at this point. Because I will show you why that's important. So we're not on, during this time, we were not on whenever the Titan, they tried to kite the Titan to us. And then there was another instance where we were not on, and I will show you that later. But I'm trying to keep everything in sequence, which is something that he didn't do. He's just all over the place. By this point, a lot of things were said back and forth, and we were pretty pissed off about what had happened. First, he acts like a child, and then he starts kiting. There were other tribes that he kited because, according to him, he was going to run the server. And now I know what this guy is all about. So, as you can see here, Vixen was asking me if we were going to war because I actually asked him to go to war. That way, we could take care of it like men. But I knew better. I knew that it wasn't going to happen, even though he had like 20 or 30 gigas. He has like over 50 wyverns. In his tribe, they consisted of probably around 5 tribes put together because, they're all in different servers. But anyways, it was an uphill battle for us, or it would have been if it had happened, but he refused. And then the other tribes that he hit, they also asked him to go to war, even though they're very small, and he still refused. He didn't want to do it because he's a chicken shit. Now, please understand that since Henry and I were friends at one point, basically most of his tribe mates I was also friends with. Now, this guy here, I was actually in his tribe, and I helped him out, and he helped me, and and everything was cool between him and I. So I decided to reach out to him and let him know that I was sorry. I didn't want him to get caught up in this, and that I would give him time to move stuff out, because I did not want to kill anything that did not belong to Henry. And so that's what this was about.
And another really important point that I really want to make about PvE kiting, because kiting is not illegal, it's definitely frowned upon, but caging dinos in and trapping people's dinos, that is definitely a no-no. And Beast has been really sneaky by attacking me in the night when I'm not looking, and when I wasn't looking here, he actually caged in my golem, which is actually, like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it again. And then here was Beast trying to lay some foundations or some
Man, you can't make this up. So this guy, according to him, it's okay to kite. It's just frowned upon. But if you cage a dino, that is a big no-no. Now, notice on this picture here, we are up against our behemoth gates. And that you see that golem with the hat on, the Santa hat, that's my golem. And so I was building, and this guy came over and was pushing his golem against mine to try to keep it from moving, because they were actually trying to stop us from getting resources. Now, it wasn't just him. There was also another guy, Philly, who was also a part of his tribe, that helped him kite and all that stuff. That was on a wyvern, and he was trying to destroy all the trees so that way we wouldn't be able to get any wood. So when these guys were doing that, I reached out to our friend, our mutual friend, and so I asked them, what the hell is wrong with your tribe mates? They are over here by my base with a wyvern and a golem. And he told me that's Philly and Henry. They're trying to give you a hard time. And I said, yeah, Henry is pushing his golem against mine to keep me from moving. I'm about to trap it if he doesn't chill. And so that's exactly what happened, guys. I trapped it. Once I was done, well, I trapped that one and the one that he had in the water, because I didn't want him coming with that one. Once I was done, they were released. So, dude, quit your crying. Quit turning it around. Just stop. Just stop. But I guess that really pissed him off that I did that. So right away he goes and goes to the forums on Facebook, and sitting there, he's sitting crying. I have been recently backstabbed from a close ally. He's decided to make me his mortal enemy, and of course he is willing to offer 100% imprinted wyverns level 50 or higher to basically do a good job. So, he's saying that I'm the bully and that I need to be stopped. So, and according to him, I threatened him. I mean, it's all here. Like, the guy is something else. So, you know what? He obviously got a whole bunch of people. And sure enough, they went to town. See, you see this right here? Our name, our brand is on this, small base. But they already knew that it did not belong to me. It belonged to a 12-year-old child that I had given the tribe to once I was done. Because I did come over here and I did some videos because I needed this location. Once I was done, that's usually what I do. I moved on. So then I get this message from our mutual friend. Hey, Beast. I just wanted to let you know that Henry hit the 12-year-old you gave your small tribe to on 937. I asked him not to do it, but he said he had to do it in order to get you involved. So I asked for proof, because he was going to deny it. And his answer was, yeah, but he has been recording this whole time. He is going to do a video to try and make you look bad. I want to stay neutral because he is my friend. I'm in his tribe on 70. But you are also the best tribe mate I've ever had, and you have always done right by me. So for that reason, I wanted to give you a heads up. Just please don't say anything to him, and I will try to feed you information or info when I can. I'm sorry, dude. I mean, this guy, he's a good guy. He really is. And he tried to stay neutral. He didn't like what was going on, back and forth. But, you know, it is what it is. But then I tell him, bro, I'm really disappointed. I thought he was a better person than that. He already killed 10 of our wyverns, and I refuse to engage him because if I retaliate, I could end up or I would end up killing dinos that belong to you and the others that are in the tribe on 70. I told him that I would wait until you guys disbanded, so I know for a fact I'm only killing his dinos. But now to do this to a 12-year-old, what the hell is wrong with him? And that's the thing, guys. Like this guy, he's using that to his advantage. He knows that as long as these people are in his tribe, I will not do anything about anything. And he's right. And that's me. I mean, that's just the way I do things. And so I will have to wait. But then, I find this on the Ascended one's snapshots, where he's actually going back and forth with that 12-year-old. Apparently, that 12-year-old logged in sometime that later that day or whatever. But according to the 12-year-old, they went back and forth, and this fool was telling him, a bunch of shit, and he was basically telling him, "It's your own fault for having anything to do with Beast Demon." So yeah, nice job, dude. Nice job. I mean, you're 30 years old, like I said, and you're sitting there on basically a shouting match with a 12-year-old. You're getting him so upset to the point where he's basically telling you to die a horrible death because you're basically a jerk. So yeah, this is Henry. This is the guy that a lot of viewers are fighting for, and they're all sitting there with their go team Ascended. Nice job, guys. But don't let this guy pull a fast one on you. So it looks to me like they're still not done because I got this message. One of my friends from that server asking me if I was on. I said no. Why? What's up? And he says to join, and I let him know that I'm on my that I was on my phone app. And that's when he lets me know that they all got kited, and all their mutts or a lot of mutated dinos got killed. And so of course we already knew that was the Ascended one, Henry, and whoever he paid. And then he lets me know that several others, got hit as well. So obviously he's just going on a rampage. And what's funny is, till this day, I have not seen any evidence of him getting kited, which is very interesting. So at this point, we still have not hit him. Till this day, we have not hit him. We haven't even tried yet. But ultimately, I did go in and to see if we had gotten hit again. And from the amount of meat that our Giga and our Rexes had, I would say that they definitely tried. They tried, but they failed. And this one I'm not really sure about, but I do have my suspicions. The guy that I had been talking to sent me a message letting me know that he was pretty devastated because he thought that I had hit him. And he was telling me that it hurt him because he was basically staying neutral. And so I told him I had been out of the loop for a couple of days, and this morning my inbox is going off. But from what I gather, Henry hit several people last night. The way you are accusing me of something that was supposed to be not appreciated, by the way, but the auto crap tells me you probably got hit. So things are obviously going out of control. But if you want to blame someone, blame Henry because he doesn't seem to know when or to realize how much he is screwing up. He kills dinos from other tribes without thinking that perhaps some of those dinos belong to other people, not in the tribe. I also assume that if you said or you did get hit, it would be by someone who doesn't know you are neutral, doesn't believe you are neutral, or just plainly doesn't care. I gave you my word I would not hit you, and I have kept my word. Believe me or not, it's up to you. My wife told me we also got kited, but nothing got killed, so I'm still going to chill for the time being. So yeah, I'm busy, guys. I'm busy. So I tell him I'm very busy with the center map right now, so I really don't have much time for this nonsense anyway. But if you want to stay safe, then I would distance myself from Henry if I were you. Other than that, I really can't help you. Good luck to you, but honestly, I'm going to have to distance myself from everyone, or I will never get this building done. Take care, and again, good luck. I don't know if he actually found out who did it, but he said, KK, thanks. Yeah, I don't think it was your group after all. Might be. My bad. And I feel bad for him. But I honestly believe that Henry had something to do with it. Because maybe he found out that he was talking to me. I don't know at this point.
So, guys, we are under attack by a former Alliance member. Now, but long story short, there was a misunderstanding. Things got blown way out of proportion, and now we got a fight on our hands. What's really funny about this whole situation is that the person who I'm actually having the beef with, prior about 24 hours, we had a big blowout. There was an argument, and then 24 hours later, he gets all of his friends, all the tribes from the server to come and wipe us, and doesn't even show up himself. I mean, I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed here. Plays Beast Demon. I know you're watching this right now, and I got two things to say to you, bro. First of all, if you're gonna talk crap about someone in a YouTube video that you made, you can at least say who it is and put their YouTube channel in the description so people have a chance to see it and have the person defend themselves. It's called common courtesy.
So as you can see on all these little clips, he basically says that they're getting attacked by an ex Alliance member. I'm assuming that's me. Yeah, he has no proof whatsoever that I'm even involved. On the second one, he said that basically that something was blown way out of proportion. Well, it wasn't me, fool, because you're the one that's kiting a Titan over to my base, and then you come over and killed my wyverns, and that's when our beef actually started. On the third piece, where he sits there is, I'm actually disappointed because the guy that I have the beef with didn't even show up, but he sent, supposedly I sent all these people over. And where exactly is the proof of this? Obviously he's trying to funnel all this BS my way. Why? Well, the last clip shows you why. He says there that if I talk about somebody, that I should put their YouTube channel on the description. But exactly who did I talk about? I didn't talk about him. Not once did I ever talk about him on any video. So, or maybe he's talking about this one because he's been coming in over and over. I know that it's either him, his friends, but ultimately they're coming over to our channel, making sure that we know about these videos. And, we tried to ignore them for the longest time. We didn't want to bother with it, but these messages just kept on coming. So yeah, he wanted to make sure that happened. He's been asking me for a shout out for as long as I can remember, since he started his channel. But the problem with us, or the problem that we have with him, is that he likes to create nonsense. Because according to him, even bad publicity is good publicity because it creates views. He did kite other people. He's been hitting people left and right, day after day. But I didn't see any of that on any of these videos. Did you guys notice that? Everything that he hit there is only my stuff or somebody affiliated with me, or us, Vixen and I. And so, yeah, this guy is a view whore. That's what this guy is. And he has been trying this, and that's not the only trick he does. He also uses other YouTubers' names on his tags, so that way when they look for that YouTuber, they go over to his. They find his videos. This is what this guy does. But let's continue on.
That I did not really enjoy having to go out of my way to go kite another player on PvE. I mean, it's players versus environment. This is not PvP, and I'm really sorry to see that it did have to come to this.
It's interesting that he has so much preaching to do about PvP and PvE, and he did not enjoy this, but he had no issue going after a 12-year-old, did he? He also has no issue, about hitting all these other tribes over and over again for the past few weeks. So yeah, that right there is BS.
Because the way that he tried to kill my 20 gigas, actually it wasn't even my 20. There were multiple friends and alliances. We all had gigas in the water. Some of the people had nothing to do with any of this, so trying to kill them, that is definitely taking it way too far.
Guys, you heard it from his own mouth. I mean, to go after somebody that has nothing to do with this, that is taking it way too far. Again, the 12-year-old. But not only that, I would like for you guys to see what I actually, the conversation that I had with his own tribe mate on here. And as you can see, I was the one that was concerned about their dinos. I didn't not want to hit them with their dinos there. But Henry already knew that. And I'm pretty sure, because I made sure to tell our mutual friend, make sure you tell him that I am not going to hit him or do anything. He needs to just go back to 987, to his scorched earth, and we can settle it there. That way I know that if I kill a dino, it's going to be his and no one else's. But he didn't give a crap, or maybe he just used that to his advantage. I don't know. But we do know for a fact. I have proof, guy. Where's yours?
I want them to know it's me. I'm not trying to hide. I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm not trying to be sneaky, so I'm waiting for him. So after the big kite, I wanted to show him who it was, where I was, and how it's going to be. And at the end of the day, guys, this war is actually still going on right now, and I am only showing this video because we have so many other tricks and tactics in the store. We hit him with phase 1 stuff, and Beast has been really sneaky by attacking me in the night.
So you see, guys, he's not sneaky, and apparently I am. He, wants to show that it was them. He's not trying to hide. I mean, so much BS. But notice that when they were killing our wyverns, we were not on. You see, it's 11/18/41. And don't forget that they made sure that we were not on. Also, when they were kiting that Titan, we were also not on. And when they attacked that 12-year-old, he wasn't on. And when they killed, they've been killing all these other tribes, dinos, mutated dinos, they were never on. So, but this guy, this whole thing about honor and all this nonsense, and how he wants, people to see that it's him and he's not sneaky. You see, guys, this guy is delusional. Like I said before, I mean, the world revolves around him. He's always right, everybody else is wrong. And if you refuse to see it his way, you better watch out.
And if you're gonna backstab and try and kill someone's hard-earned work, good people are gonna step up. And I've played a very honorable game. I've sat here and played a very friendly game. I've tried to help people, and it turns out when people are trying to attack me, I got a lot of people having my back, and that's from playing with honesty, integrity, and really just trying to be a genuine person.
So basically, the hard work from people, blah, 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 blah. And, if something like that happens, then he has a lot of good people that have his back, as you guys heard. But then, of course, we do know that he actually paid people to do this. And you know what? I fell for it. I did the same thing. His sob stories. I ended up hurting other people because of this jackass. And, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that this is what this guy does. And so, I should apologize to those people that I ended up hurting because of this dumbass. And like I said, I apologize. So, I may have to get on the video game and send, a formal apology to them because I got played. And just like a lot of these people got played. But you know what? I know that some of them, they were in on it. So, Henry, I know you're watching, and this message is for you. I don't like to deal with scum of the earth that like to pick on innocent children. You sit there and you preach, but you don't follow what you're preaching. You do try to make yourself look righteous, and you and I both know that you're not. So, this will be my first and final response to. I'm not gonna deal with any more BS that you put out. And so ultimately, you need to know that I have not hit you. I haven't even tried yet. So quit making, shit up because it's not real. And so I'm pretty much done. I'm done with you. I'm done with your people. I'm done. So just go away. You do you. I'll do me. Go our separate ways. And it's done. All right? So just crawl back from whichever hole you crawled out of. All right? Good luck.
My work saved the human race.